With all due honor and praise to the Most High, I worship thee through the divine image of my wives. Amen. Welcome to the Horseman Law Podcast. Yo, and we black at it. 2022. It's been a minute. I missed y'all, man. It's been a few weeks since I've been in here, and it's been a new year. So, congratulations to everybody who made it to this year, to 2022. All those who survived 2021, probably the greatest psyop in the history of this country, 2021 and 2020. And pat yourself on the back, man. If you still here, you still good, you healthy. I hope everybody's feeling all right, getting their vitamin D, getting their immune systems popping. COVID is just going crazy. Well, I won't even say the vid is going crazy right now. Now it's up to you how you want to look at it. You want to be literal, or you want to be facetious. But look, they're coming out with a new variant. They're coming out with a new version of the same thing every day. And at some point, the machine breaks. And I think we're about to witness the machine break and fold on itself. And, all those who did what they wanted, hey, congrats. All those who stood their ground, though, respect. And I know they made it hard. They tried to make it very, very hard to stand on your own and make hard decisions and live by them. Speaking of that, Kyrie Irving is back in the NBA. Salute to that brother. And I'm going to drink to that brother because he did some man shit that you very seldom see black athletes do nowadays. So I want to salute him for standing on the square and making that hard decision and sticking to it. And the proof is in the pudding. You seen the man put up 22 points, came in like he never left. His entire team supported him, embraced him. Now, it's very weird that you watch all these NBA players that they tried out on ESPN and on Fox. They had all these black NBA players, and all of them said the same thing. So you could tell that they had talking points, because all of them, all the players ain't going to like this. It's going to be a bad locker room. The vibe in the locker room is going to be terrible when he gets back. KD and Harden, they're not going to appreciate him playing part-time, and just all this gloom and doom ass shit. And they loved him. I mean, the support that he got from his teammates, that kind of made me feel a little different about watching the NBA. I've been against sports for a few years, just based on what happened with Kaepernick and, all the sugar booty ass cooning that's been going around. So I was done on sports, but watching that and watching Kevin and Harden and these good brothers support this brother and the decisions he made kind of just gave me a new look, a new outlook on the NBA and on the NBA players. Now, flip that, and the NFL. Now, shout out to one of my people on the gram, Big Boss Bushimi, who wanted to know my opinion on Antonio Brown. Now let's get into that, man. Let's talk about that, man. I'm gonna take a couple smokes first, though. Pardon me. Now, a brother that I love, and I watched him play at Denver. I watched him play at Baltimore. Shannon Sharpe. I've always liked Shannon Sharpe. And, I'm not one of those people that we have to agree on everything in order for me to recognize you a stand-up brother. Shannon Sharpe is a stand-up dude. Straight up, stand-up dude. But at the same time, I recognize that previous NFL players, those who are still playing, or those who used to play, are making an effort not to recognize the obvious. The obvious is this brother Antonio Brown probably suffered two of the most vicious hits I have ever seen as an adult in the NFL that I've ever witnessed on television. I mean, those two hits that he took as a Steeler, some of the most dirtiest, most vicious concussions I've ever seen a player get up and walk away from. Now, nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about. Now, if you even pay more attention, I never heard about Antonio Brown being a bad teammate or a problem or an issue to after those hits. Now, I didn't follow the brother's career since he was in college and, high school or Pop Warner or anything like that. So I can't tell you for sure that he hasn't always had issues. But I know for a fact publicly the issues that he's having and been having started after those hits. And nobody wants to acknowledge it, including my brother Shannon Sharpe. You can make it about the money. You can make it about, he ain't got somebody around him to tell him not to do those things and this, that, and the other. Nah, that brother suffered brain damage, period. Anybody else trying to deny that is full of shit. That brother has brain damage. You can't suffer those type of hits and not have some kind of brain damage. That's just a reality. Now, these are grown men. They decide to play ball. They know what they're going out there. They know the risks. So they take responsibility for that. But at the same time, the NFL has to take responsibility. You break it, you buy it. Everybody on that field, all those coaches know Antonio Brown has brain damage. The announcers know he has brain damage. The doctors know he has brain damage. So cool. You break it, you buy it. Yeah, he's going to run the ball. He's going to get those touches. He's going to get those touchdowns. He's going to help your team get to a Super Bowl. And he's going to act a fool. One hand washes the other. All the coach had to say, all BA had to say is come and say, hey, look, we all know something's wrong with him. We all know he suffered some of the most vicious hits in this league. And he's still able to participate and he's still able to help this team. We'll deal with that behind the scenes and keep it pushing. All this, you want to make it about him being not a team player and a bad guy and this, that, and the other. Understand something. What are the signs of someone having brain damage? What are the signs of someone having CTE? Irrational behavior, uncontrolled outburst, emotional reaction. Come on, man. This is obvious. People playing like it ain't obvious is an issue. You're giving the NFL an out. You're giving them a way to not be responsible for this man's health. God forbid something happen, he do something to himself or do something to others. The NFL gets to wash their hands and say, hey, man, we cut him because he was acting erratically. We don't know what's wrong with him. We don't know what issues he's having behind the scenes. The fuck out of here, man. You know that man got brain damage. Now, he's still a man. He can still make the decision to play even though he has brain damage, even though he has issues. But hey, you deal with those issues just like he got to deal with them. Give him the CTE pension. Give him the round-the-clock health care and mental health care and around-the-clock psychologist or whatever else he needs in order to keep him from being in a situation where they later find out what he has. Everybody in the industry, everybody that's ever played football, everybody that's ever watched football, everybody that knows anything about football understands that this man has brain damage. Now, I don't play football, so I don't have a problem saying it. I don't play in the NFL. The brother has brain damage. And the faster we as a people, or at least these players in the league, his so-called brothers on the field, stand up and recognize it, the faster we can get to the truth behind it. But that's just how I feel about it. Now, something else I want to address that nobody's talking on. I don't watch the games on Sunday, but I do watch Hard Knocks. Those of you that know what Hard Knocks is. Hard Knocks is the little docu-series on a particular team. They do one every year. It's on HBO Max. And this year it's on the Colts. I've been watching it. And this past episode, something happened that nobody else paid attention to. And I thought it was weird. Now, everybody on the team is coming down with the vid. Everybody. Everybody on the team is getting the vid. Now, on the bottom of the screen, there's a little text, kind of like what you're watching right now on the screen. Carson Wentz, who was the quarterback on the Colts, comes down with the vid. And on the bottom of the screen, it says Carson Wentz test positive, unjabbed, unvaccinated. And nobody said a word. Not one announcer, not one ESPN host, nobody. Nobody had anything to say. And this man tests positive. Now, what's shocking about that is not that he's unpositive, not that he's unvaccinated. There's a whole lot of players who are unvaxxed. There's a whole lot of players in the NFL. Well, I won't say a whole lot, but there's a lot of players in the NFL who are playing unvaccinated. But they have to go through these protocols that are just outrageous, right? The protocols that Aaron Rodgers was trying to avoid. That's why he did what he did, right? Quiet as kept and nobody's saying anything, but okay. I've been watching the show, 5 episodes. The man has been through no protocols. Maskless. Coming in and out of the stadium as he wants. Congregating with everybody. Team meetings. The whole 9. All these protocols that they try to put Cam Newton through, if you paid attention. Remember, they wanted him to go through all those protocols because he wouldn't get jabbed up. See, it's the shit they not telling you. Now, I believe Carson Wentz is unvaccinated due to religious exemption, along with the head coach, if you pay attention. Because they both go to the same church. See? But nobody else is catching that. Nobody else is catching that. There is a whole lot of other players in both leagues, in both organizations, who are unvaccinated. More than they're telling you that are unjabbed. They're just not saying nothing. But every Negro they get, they press. And if he won't do it, if he won't comply, they fuck with him. Everyone. Pay attention to that, man. The hypocrisy, man. Don't let these cats get away with the hypocrisy, especially you players, man. Especially you players. They're going to trot you out every chance they get. They're going to trot you out, put you on TV. Oh, how you feel about such and such? How you feel about such and such? If you don't have a right opinion, if you don't support the brother, just be quiet. Now, we already know what the shoe booty doesn't gonna do. We already know what they gonna do. The Stevens, A. Smiths, and all of them. They gonna jump out the window. Jump out the window. Well, come on, man. The dudes that I look up to, I don't even want to say look up to, but the dudes that I respect as men, the dudes I look at and say, okay, boom, he's carrying himself as a man. He's doing what he's supposed to do, saying what he's supposed to say, supporting. Come on, man. Y'all stand on it, man. Take Kyrie as an example. If you stand on it, ain't nothing they can do about it. Just stand on it. Refuse to fold. Refuse to fold. So, that's my opinion on those situations. Also want to give a rest in peace to one of my dad's favorite actors, and one of mine as well, Sidney Poitier. Man, Uptown Saturday Night, in the heat of the night. I mean, this brother was. If anybody understands the heat of the night, then you understand when he slapped dude in that in that flower shop. One of the best scenes I had ever seen as a child. I mean, it was crazy. But if you don't know who Sidney Poitier is, go watch Heat of the Night. Go watch Uptown Saturday Night. And there's another movie that he did with Tony. I forget what the white dude's name is. They was chained together and they was prisoners. Some shit. I can't think of the name. Anybody that does know the name of it, post it or something so I know what the name was. But yeah, straight up, Sidney Poitier, respect to that brother. Shout out to that brother. He's a good dude, solid. He ain't never did nothing funny. He ain't did nothing suspect. And I appreciate that. We're gonna try to get Killer J on the line. Let's try to get him on the horn, see if he answers. I know he got some shit to say tonight. Okay, cool. So, those of you out there who are aware of what's been going on in the business, what's been happening in the business, hey, listen. Very shortly here, they're going to try to cut out hip hop performances. Those of you that know, very shortly they're going to start trying to cut out hip hop concerts, hip hop festivals, and hip hop appearances. And you can't be mad at them. That's the sad part. You can't even be mad at it. Listen, I did Rolling Loud New York, Rolling Loud Miami. Those of you know. And police presence was there. Security presence was there. And there were no issues. There were no major violent situations. There was no problems. I mean, shout out to those brothers behind Rolling Loud, but they were able to put on all these festivals and not have one violent situation. So how is it that we have one festival in LA and we end up losing an up-and-coming rapper? Rest in peace, Draco, the ruler. I mean, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We're doing it to ourselves. I'm blessed not to necessarily be in hip hop or to work for a hip hop artist. But those of you whose bread and butter, which is a few of you, which is a lot of you, your bread and butter is hip hop. Your bread and butter are these hip hop artists and their festivals and their tours and their concerts and their appearances, and they're getting ready to cut that, man. So, get in the ear of your clients, get in the ear of these artists, and let them know we're going to have to start doing our own house cleaning. We're going to have to clean house on our own, just in order for us to continue to be able to make money in this industry and continue to put on shows and continue to profit from these shows, because they're getting ready to pull the rug off from up under all of us, all of you in the industry, if you can't secure these venues, and if you can't have these performances where we don't lose somebody and somebody don't get seriously hurt. I'm just keeping it real. You know, like I said in the text, this show right here is going to be it's for the horsemen. It's for the brothers of protection, the BOP. All of you out there who are working these gigs, all of you out there working in nightclubs, working in the strip joints, working in all that. Listen, when they pull the plug, they're going to pull the plug on everything. Those of you who have been doing this long enough, remember the days where you couldn't get a hip hop song played in the club. I remember those days. I remember when everything was top 40. Everything was pop. You wasn't hearing no fucking drill music in no club. You wasn't hearing none of that. They wouldn't play it. And they damn sure wasn't hosting no walkthroughs or appearances from none of these artists. All right, let's get my brother on before we get back to that. Killer J.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, my man?
Oh, man, just work. You know that.
How we looking?
Smooth as ice, brother. Smooth as ice.
Happy New Year, 2022.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? We back at it.
Always and forever.
Mm-hmm.
How you been doing, bro?
I can't complain, man. You know, we did that little work in Miami and, did that little work overseas, but, we still out here. We still doing it. Shout out to Anwell. That was a beautiful layup, brother. Beautiful layup.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That's one for the books. I'll take that one. That's one for the books.
You know what be so crazy, Tank?
Mm-hmm.
Is that artists like that, they got that bag and they pay that bag.
Without a problem. Without any issue.
Let me tell you something. That's what I told you before. I have to say, I know this guy gets a lot of bad press on the news, but I'm telling you, man, out of everybody I ever worked for in the rap business, Kodak Black's people, they paid the bag and they were very professional with, I'm talking business people, with the payment. Hands down.
Shout out.
They were the best I experienced in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Kodak Black and his team, man, for doing the right thing and taking care of brothers like they're supposed to.
And didn't even hesitate what the price was.
Now, see that, and that's how we gonna start rating these brothers and rating they gangster, man. Today, we got to start respecting those who take care of their protection.
So I think this is what I'm gonna address, right? I got to address this, right?
Got to.
There has to be a situation, right? And I'm going to investigate this, right? For all you people, when you people come to a person's party, if you people are not invited, number one, that is trespassing. That's number one. Number two, if you're not on a guest list and you're still there trying to beg and pay your way in, now you're being a pest. Number three, you can't try to take the security if they don't let you in because you're not on the guest list.
Facts.
And damn sure law enforcement, you got to be smarter when somebody tries to weaponize you because they couldn't get into a party that they're not even invited in.
And that's the new game.
Yeah.
The new game is to call the police.
This why California sucks. Because a situation in Texas, even Virginia, even Tennessee, if you're on private property, you're not an owner, a guest, or employee, and you've been told to leave, you're breaking the law. You're not just breaking the law. You can be forcibly removed with force at the owner's discretion.
That's trespassing.
Yeah. In California, is a 602 penal code that you can detain or hold somebody, but it's so many loopholes for honestly, California is the worst state to live in, man.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Now, you ain't never seen a situation, Tank, where a motherfucking nobody can show up to the party. Don't nobody know who this nigga is. Don't nobody invite this person. He didn't try to bribe his way in, talk his way in, name drop his way in, and don't get in, and you escort him off the property, he called the police.
On private property.
On private property.
Crazy.
See, there's got to be something that's got to stop with that bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my biggest gripes. Like, when you pay for this protection, you motherfuckers got to, because this is reality, bro. Even police can't come on private property if it's not a felony situation.
That's true. That's
See,
true.
when people start manning up and holding down the law like they should do, motherfuckers will really change. No, motherfucker, that badge and gun don't mean you come over here, bro.
Right. Asking questions.
Yeah.
What? That's what we got to start learning to do too, man. All these dudes, they doing this on purpose. They trying to pull you out. They trying to pull you out so they can then use you against yourself. Use you against yourself and your clients, man.
Yep.
That's what they doing.
You got men that intentionally come to functions and don't know nobody. Not only are they borderline stalkers and crazy, they're looking for something.
Listen, you and I both know the worst groupies, are men, are boys. These the worst groupies in the industry are these boys. Dick bangers. That's what they are. Dick bangers.
And when we say boys, we mean every type of boy that's a yard word or a play toy.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about little minors. We're talking about grown men that are lusting after swords.
Back. Straight up. Punks.
When you a grown man and you're chased behind a sword and don't nobody does the same, and your biggest thing is, even I'm gonna tell you something too, Tank. Even my boy was telling me, he had a situation. Just because you might work for the Kardashians, eating cat and giving pedicures, it don't mean you can show up to these events thinking that you somebody. Let me tell you about California. California is the biggest state full of the most motherfucking entitlement, no-factor human beings on earth. Because you sleep with a DJ or know the club bouncer, it don't mean you are somebody.
Now, the most disrespectful thing, and you know me for forever. Empty-handed.
Yeah.
These cocksuckers want something for free. You supposed to take care of these people. You supposed to make sure they good. You supposed to do all this for free. You ain't even got enough respect to come with a decent amount of money to try to ensure that you get taken care of.
Well, you know what's so crazy, bro? I'll say this here. There's some people's money you do not want to touch because it's going to be more harm than good.
Right. That's true.
There was a guy told me one time. I ain't gonna say the guy's name. He said, look, see that guy right there? From that front door to that bar, that guy will fucking make everything go kaboom. He is nothing but an omen. And I didn't get what he was saying. But now, by golly, after what I just saw a couple of days ago, I got you, boy.
Mm-hmm.
And all these artists, when these goddamn fuck boys and these boys come to these establishments, name dropping, if there's no real affiliation to them, these clowns need to be blackballed and chased out of the city.
Facts.
So you know what it is? Like God told me, like, you know this, Tank. These entitlement millennium motherfuckers, they're not used to repercussions. Right now, if niggas beef, they on Twitter, when I see you, I'm going to zap you, I'm going to get you, and don't know if it happen. Niggas pulling guns and pistols on each other, ain't nobody getting shot.
Peace or violence, make a decision. It's either going to be peace or violence.
They think because they got a go-yard bag on, Hashi slippers, they're gangsters.
Every time,
bro. It's like that. You and me have a revolving door. Just because you on the mic storytelling don't mean that you are what you say you're doing. And just because you come to these parties name dropping and you a nobody, don't mean you're gonna get in.
And you the wrong person to drop a name on.
Listen to me. It's 2022. My hand to God. If we take this shit back to 2000, 1997, 2005, I promise you, the music business will shut the fuck up. I promise you, these groupies and these motherfucking niggas and these bitches will shut the fuck up.
That's the new move.
That's what if it go like that, you're gonna see the most quietest managers, the most quietest financial advisors, the most quietest assistants, the most quietest security, it's gonna be a situation where niggas know is a landmine, a landfill over there. Walk at caution.
See, and that's another thing too, man. Like, you got to be responsible for the guests that you inviting.
Yeah.
You inviting people, and the first thing you do is walk away and leave that headache to us. You know you invited these motherfuckers. You know you invited these people that don't belong here.
Thank you.
Because the moment something happens, you know what they're going to do.
Yep.
Oh, they don't want to let them in.
Pass the buck.
Yeah, they don't want to let them in.
Tank, this is the most scary thing, bro. This is everything I love. This is the most scary thing, brother. Is when these motherfucking guys like that come out here with all this tough talk and niggas zap them, they're all of a sudden we the bad guys.
All day. All of a sudden there's lawyers. All of a sudden there's lawsuits and charges.
Yep.
Phone, video, telephone evidence. And now remember, these the biggest gangsters. I'm killing everything.
Yep.
I'm telling everything.
There's a movie called Colors. I'll never forget this scene, right? The dude hot top, they put him in general population. They murked his ass. He run to the sheriff, right? He tried to get help. You know what the sheriff say? It's a cold world, Holmes. You got to soldier up. He said, ain't that the shit y'all be spray painting on the walls? Nah, I can't. I told you, man, they going to take 20. All I want is 72 hours. Let us just run the gauntlet like it's supposed to be, 72 hours. Watch how fast this world be different.
Especially this industry. Like I said, it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic of frauds. Yeah. It's an epidemic of frauds fucking up the whole industry, fucking up the pockets for everybody.
Listen, let me say something to you, bro. And I'm not even saying they had the toughest people over there. You couldn't imagine somebody in 1997 or 2000 showing up at a death row party. Woo! He would say he on the guest list and not be on the guest list because they never would have found that boy.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That go for anything though.
Huh?
So that go for anything.
Yeah.
Atlanta. Imagine going to Magic City and you ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
BMF throwing a party.
Come on.
And you ain't supposed to be there. Shit. Imagine coming to Floyd's party.
Come on, dog.
You wasn't supposed to be there.
You won't be there. Imagine
Shit.
going to Yellow Boys party. And I'm talking about parties at people's residence.
At the house. At the crib.
House.
And you wasn't supposed to be there.
See, and this is the thing, bro. Something's got to give. Because they have to realize once you step into this property, it ain't your property, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is the yard. You can't come in someone's yard trying to dictate raw shit, man.
What do you say? What do you say in that movie? Now yous can't leave.
Yeah.
Now yous can't leave. Once them doors shut, once that gate closed, now yous can't leave.
Yep.
See, when that shit start happening,
Yep.
motherfuckers will stop popping up.
Yep.
Because if you don't run it like that, what happens? Shit come up missing.
Yep.
Somebody taking shit out the house. Nah, we not having none of that.
I got one better than that, brother. Now everybody in that city or that state know the person's address. Now just say if they on some street shit, now they monitor how many guards on the property, how many vehicles on the property. Where's this at? Where's that at? See what I'm saying? Everybody come to party ain't coming to party.
Come on. Me and you was notorious for catching bras trying to get the layout of the rooms.
Yep.
Which room is whose? Whose room is whose?
They don't get that, bro.
Come on. You learn the hard way. Every broad in there ain't there because they like you.
Yep.
Because they think you cute.
Yep.
Believe that.
You can't make it Fort Knox if you're gonna bend the rules for everybody.
Right.
And the crazy part, brother, it never be the person that owned the property. It be the affiliates, the associates, the leeches,
the management team.
These same people name dropping addresses. You know what I know? They don't own a fucking thing.
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. These so-called dudes that know all the girls, they bring in all the girls. Fuck out of here.
Oh, that's a big.
Come on, man.
Since when you need another man to order from the menu for you?
Stop it. Come on, man. Stop it. You mean to tell me a nigga with an email list is the dude with all the girls?
Come on.
You got an email list full of broads that you got from a nightclub, and you the dude?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you the most groupiest motherfucking niggas in the world, dog. And these bitches should be smart. All these photographers that shoot these bitches on OnlyFans, these are the most desperate, thirstiest, pedophile, panhandling niggas on earth. All these niggas that shoot these goddamn girls on OnlyFans are the biggest cock gobblers known to man. They just trying to get it in with celebrities.
Facts.
Every nigga that shoots for OnlyFans, every photographer is whether it be Gold Dimes or MD DMV or Fly Philly J. All of these niggas are the biggest clowns in life that found a way to play on some weak-minded bitches that try to. But all they want to do is be rappers.
All of them. You mean to tell me the nigga, the nigga with the iPhone 12?
Yeah. All these niggas shoot these. Only let me tell you something. Any girl that shoot OnlyFans, I guarantee she done fuck the photographer. First of all, you can do what you want to do with your pussy. Number one, that's on you. Number two, anytime a nigga got a prop to get a bitch, you supposed to run for them type of niggas.
That's supposed to be a red flag.
You notice how this works, but check this out. The average girl right now from 18, I wouldn't say 18, I'm going to say from 22 to 30 years old has given her pussy away to the America's most top fuck niggas on this planet. If you got a bitch and she fuck with a real nigga, he ain't got to be no strong muscle type of a real man that's working, that's holding it down. I guarantee, my nigga, she's had more hangnails than she had niggas like that in life. These bitches out here getting all these miles, all these bodies, and they pussy, and they fucking a yes men and want to be men.
They looking for that flight to Dubai.
This is a new play. These niggas are bona fide concierge promoters. They act like they got the cars. Every state, every popular state got a nigga to throw parties, a nigga to rent out houses, a nigga to rent out boats, a nigga to rent out cars. You're a concierge, my friend. You're not a dope boy. You're not a gangbanger. You're not a gorilla. You're a concierge that got to hustle because we live in an era where what you see is what you think it is.
Glorified butler.
That's all you are. You didn't realize now you can play on these athletes, these other niggas. Come on, man. You know this, my nigga.
And have the audacity to try to look down on me. I will slap the taste out of one of you Negroes.
If you don't believe me, ask Henry Ruggs. He will not be catching passes. He's gonna be catching time. He's another nigga, the receiver for the Raiders.
Yep.
Caught up on bitches, cars, and trying to be the fast life. Anytime you gotta look at a nigga, that's what I tell you. That's why I hate majority of social media. I love the guard dog mafia. I love some of the fitness stuff. I love Horseman fans. The rest of that shit they can bury under the fucking seat. I love some of the skin products. But nigga, when you got these fucking clown ass photographers that never even had a bitch they got a camera. If you look at the backbone of these photographers, these niggas ain't never done nothing.
In life.
You got a Polaroid, now you got an iPhone, now you got one of them lights, and now you got a digital camera. That's like a nigga being a DJ.
Yep. That's exactly what it's like. Every nigga was a DJ.
All you do is pushing the button.
That's it. Every nigga was a DJ. Now, the sad part about it is they ain't vetted none of these broads. You don't know if you got a broad that's crazy. You don't know if you got a broad that has a thing, an affinity for trying to put charges on Negroes. You don't know none of that. And they walk them right into the house.
Yep.
They walk them right into the crib.
Yep.
The biggest scam artist, the biggest con artist, you walk them right into the crib.
The most scariest thing in the world ain't a nigga from motherfucking AK or AR-15. The most scariest thing in the world is a strange bitch.
Man, if you don't say that again, that is the strange bitch. God damn. I mean, niggas doing 30 plus over a strange broad.
Yep.
Niggas paying the price over a strange bitch. You can't pay me to fuck with a strange bitch.
Nope.
I done seen it too many times.
I'm gonna tell you what scared that, my nigga. Is an ungrateful bitch. You got girls out. I tell you before, my nigga. Look, if they did a survey right now, like a real honest to God survey, majority of all these girls from 22 to 30 years old have fucked with niggas that don't hold them down.
Come on.
That don't make shit as good. I'm not talking about tricking off on a bitch. I'm talking about the girl is your girl. You're gonna make sure she good. They not used to all that.
They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want that.
That's why I tell the girl, you can fuck a nigga, he give you $1,000, buy you a pair of shoes. Cool. That's one day. You talk about a nigga hold you down for 6 months to 2 years, that's when you got something.
That's when you got something.
All these girls in all these cities that out here tricking off, doing OnlyFans, they live in major cities. Every major city got a sports team, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, professional soccer.
Absolutely.
They not walking through the door with nobody. Nobody's wifing them. Nobody's wifing nothing that everybody in taste test.
Say that again. Understand something. At some point, you're going to need a husband.
Yeah.
At some point. I don't give a fuck what it is. At some point, you're going to need one.
A common law husband, a street husband, a legitimate paper book husband. You need something. Believe
that shit if you want to. All y'all females out there. And I'm just keeping it real because I'm just I got love for you. I'm done. I'm just keeping it real for you. At some point, you're going to need someone with a dick and balls.
Yep.
Period.
Not just, we say that, not just sexual.
No.
We're talking about,
Period.
we're talking about there's a real man that knows how to hold it down.
Yeah. At some point. You can believe that shit if you want to. You can watch them shows like Insecure and Harlem and all that fuck shit if you want to. At some point, you're going to need somebody with dick and balls.
And Tank, this also. When you say that, you're just not talking about males. Even male rats have a penis. We're talking about what a man really is. There's so much non-men in this world. We're not talking about being physically a man, fucking a girl. We're talking about knowing what the manly duties. There's so many women out here that experience a non-manly duty that when you meet a new girl, fuck the pussy aspect, you got to train her how to be a real man.
Say that. That's deep. That's deep.
You guys ready, my nigga? Check us out. If you do OnlyFans, right? And your income is, say, 65 to 75, because it's only a few, y'all. It's only a few people that are making M's or $300,000. If you make it under $10,000 a month in OnlyFans, miss, you have to find a job. If you can't afford to pay your rent, say the average rent is $2,100, okay, get your weave done, get your toes done. Every girl in America is in love with all this bullshit fashion that they don't even want y'all niggas to wear Gucci, Go. This was so crazy. If you cannot afford to buy your own Goyard bag, don't get it.
Period.
If the guy you fuck with can't afford to take care of that and himself, don't get it. If you can't afford to, say, buy a Louis Vuitton bag for $2,500 and your rent's $2,500, you don't need that bag. Or Balenciaga bag. They $2,500. Don't get it. Why are you trying to live above your means and date above your means? If you fucking a nigga and his taking you to dinner is Chick-fil-A, you stupid.
Damn. 1,000%.
I'm saying this. OnlyFans, if you're bored at work or you're at home, you want to look at something, get your dick hard, cool. But not their bitch on there is a realistic bitch. They live in the most unrealistic, because all they're surrounded by is chaos and trash.
Telling you. The real super women out here in this world are wives and mothers.
And workers.
The real super women out here.
It's very rare in this lifetime the man's gonna make six figures and a girl can make 6 figures all together. That's really rare. And y'all really be on each other. But I'm saying, if you fuck with a good girl, she's making less than $100,000, she's making 80, and she's real, then stick to her. All this fake shit because she got a fucking BBL and tattoos and titties, that don't mean a motherfucking thing.
Nothing.
It's 2022. If you don't have no type of income in your life, what you gonna do? Because you can make $150,000 a year. If you take care of a bitch that's worthless, your pocket's going to dwindle.
And she's going to be on to the next one.
Come on.
And she's going to be on to the next one.
Okay. Lions, they show their cubs at 6 months old how to kill and eat. By a year old, they got to get out the pack. Birds, same thing. Cheetahs, the same thing. Humans are the only ones that constantly bring people around them that can't eat, can't drink without help. There's not no piece of pussy on earth that's worth you as a man losing what you got to support them.
Right.
If a woman can't, listen, if she can't hold your household down, hold you down, get the stuff that you're into, make sure you're good as a man and you're making her life perfect on planet Earth, leave her. She's beneath you. Let her go back to Lisbon. And this is sad to say this, bro. Some people are meant to be with A's and some people are meant to be with X's. Sometimes the women that fuck with the X's, they need to be in a bottom pile of the alphabet, bro. Sometimes big titty and big ass, let them be. Let them be. Because you and me both know, trash only accumulates trash. That's why they got dumps in landfills.
Come on. Can't eat no titties and no fake ass, man. Can't eat that. Kids gotta eat. Kids
See,
got
once
it.
again, we live in this fucked up ass society. When I told you, your eyes will bamboozle your mind. Your eyes will change your characteristics of what a man's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be an alpha male fucking with a C-level bitch. You're not an alpha bitch fucking with a C-level nigga.
And the level ain't got nothing to do with what they look like.
Thank you.
It ain't got nothing to do with what they look like.
And see that's the sad thing, my nigga. They get these women. Let me tell you something. When you women see all these bullshit ass fucking, they only play up your insecurity. Because all you women look up at Kylie Jenner, motherfucking Chloe, whatever the fuck she wanna call herself. These women, if you hit them, it's like hitting the fucking sponge ball. They got so much silicone and filler in there, it's ridiculous.
Puss booties. I call them puss booties because you got to get all after you get all them surgeries. You got to heal from them surgeries. All these broads are full of antibiotics and pus.
This is funny. These motherfuckers will shit on Tristan Thompson. What did he really do? Chloe done gave pussy away out of armpit elbows for the past 23 years. All of a sudden, see, niggas gonna feel real stupid when that motherfucking baby come out looking like motherfucking Drake. They gonna feel real stupid then. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all keep thinking this white is stuff. No, if y'all don't see the bamboozle, niggas make the Kardashians look like it. Listen, when Kim Kardashian is fucking with white boy Pete Davidson, that's because that's what she's supposed to be with. That's who she's supposed to be with.
Right.
She's not supposed to be with entertainers, entrepreneurs. She's not supposed to be with athletes. She's supposed to be with that frail, dumbass white boy. That's what she's supposed to be with.
Exactly. Because he gonna do whatever she tell her to. That's right. He gonna play the role.
Yeah.
He gonna play the role. A powerful black man ain't it. Ain't gonna never be it in the public. It ain't gonna never be mainstream. You ain't gonna never be the one. If you black and you powerful, you ain't gonna never be the one.
Every black athlete in the world, rappers, should know the Kardashians are nothing but piggybacks. They want to piggyback off every black man on earth to stay relevant.
Succubus.
That's all it is.
That's it. Succubus. Drain your life energy and then leave you.
You dealing with some broke down Armenian chicks and European chicks that think they like that. Society has one thing about society. They make everybody relevant that don't need to be relevant.
Right.
That's what be so scary.
Right. And then you got fuck boys like the Fresh and Fit and they want to come talk shit about dark skin and this. See, these the lame niggas that they support and they push to the forefront. These the lame ass niggas that don't really have a real woman.
Let me tell you something. For as much as I hate that fat titty having DJ Academic, he said the realest shit one time. Don't no nigga want a wife before. And everybody knows everybody's girlfriend, wife, baby's mom wasn't a virgin. That's cool. But we talk about you bitches busting it open, sliding open, doing all this for a pair of shoes. Let me tell you something. If you're going to be a whore, be $1 million whore. You can't be a whore making $500 a month.
Right.
Be a whore where your fucking lust for fucking fashion is more than your net worth.
Exactly. If your girl got a body note and not a car note, you got a problem.
Yep.
See, because all that shit gonna run its course.
Yep.
You think it's cute now. All that shit gonna run its course, man.
Hey,
and the real women taking care of their men gonna be the ones, last ones standing.
Yep. Not all the women know how to be what they see. This is one thing. All the women know how to be what they is. What it is, we women don't know how to listen. If you don't have the money for the nigga to take care of you, hold him down. Hey, baby, I'm going to the store. This is what I'm wearing. This is what I'm going. I'll be back at this. That's holding your man down. Hey, baby, I know you're off the road. Look, I got your laundry when you get home. Your dinner's on the table. I filled your refrigerator for you. That's holding your man down. Hey, baby, I know you've been gone. I'm going to take the truck or take the car to get the oil change. That's holding your man down.
Say that.
Hey,
Facts.
baby, look, I'm going to go ahead and organize all the bills for you this month. That's holding your man down. You ain't got to go dollar for dollar for a man. At least do your job.
Them the real superhero.
Listen, because you're on OnlyFans don't mean you know how to fuck. That's number one. Number two, you can't have $6 pussy and want $1 million nigga.
That part.
Told you, man.
That part.
Now we'll switch off. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you some people, and I pray to God they put these niggas in junior population. The father, all the people that fought Aubrey shit.
Ooh.
And see, Tank, this is the funny shit. See, these are the people they leave out about that. Benjamin Crumb and Lee Merritt, okay, yeah, y'all lawyers. But when he's a clown, but I'm going to say his name. When Grandmaster Jay took motherfucking NFC down to Brunswick, Georgia, to Clayton County, that's the first time in that era over there, they saw armed black militia. So that had something to do with that case, too. Now, they brought public light on that. So they were the first people to break down how the whole entire neighborhood was built up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I give him credit for that. That's a fact. I give him credit for that. All the other shit after that, I don't have no knowledge to. I'm not sure about.
Now, if we gonna be real, the goddamn prosecutor, the DA, the mother chief of police, the other prosecutor, they all need to get charged with murder.
Or cover up. The cover up. Conspiracy.
Conspiracy. This Tank. This is what.
And I do think the prosecutor got charged actually for what they call that, interrupting an investigation or fucking whatever the fuck that charge is. Interfering with an investigation or something like that. Jay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you still here? Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, I think they definitely charged the prosecutor, the female, right?
Yep. Then you charge her.
The funny looking broad. Yeah.
Hey, I got one for you, bro. And this man. This was so crazy, right? I'm so sick of hearing about January 6th because they're not going to. Let me tell you something, man. And this is why I get mad at all these goddamn black analysts, because nobody's saying what is, like we were saying. If this was any other race that was stepped foot into the Capitol, they would have killed everybody out there. And the ones that didn't get killed, they would have astronomical prison sentences. You got motherfuckers getting a year probation, 30 days in jail. Nigga, fuck.
Come on, man.
How you hit an officer in the head with a fucking fire extinguisher and you ain't going to prison the rest of your life?
Come on. How everybody ain't get charged with murder or in a, what they call that shit?
Insurrection.
Not even insurrection. Well, if one person does a murder, gang injunction.
Yeah.
See,
come on.
Gang injunction, they was handing niggas 30 years, 25 years. If one person of the gang commit a crime and you a member of that gang, everybody going for that crime.
Always tell you, Tank, in 1984 in Los Angeles, California, the Nicholas Garden bounty hunters, they gave everybody time. And they said, we're giving us there's 14 people in trial. 7 weren't there because affiliated, y'all getting time too. Yep. From 14, 30 to 32, they locked everybody up.
Yeah, everybody going away. Everybody getting a piece of that. Everybody getting a piece of that.
But you got Matt Gates. This will be so crazy. And you henpeck motherfucking Uncle Tom ass niggas. Y'all see what they see that's what get me so mad. You only can be real so much. If you can't really say we just get the fuck off the air or don't talk about it.
Yeah. So that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't know how Matt Gaetz got outside the Me Too movement. I ain't heard nobody speak on this clown.
Hey,
I don't know how he don't have a pimping and pandering charge.
Donald Trump said Anybody that destroys a federal building gets mandatory 10 years in prison. This is what he said. Everybody that stepped foot on that property was trespassing on the federal property, the destruction of federal property, breaking into federal property, mayhem, inciting a riot, attack on the police, attempt to murder the police, bringing explosives. First of all, right now, Tank, if you and me get pulled by police and we got fucking them rip ties in your car, they're gonna ask you, why are you with these rip ties? Because rip ties are only for one thing, Tank.
Right.
Detaining somebody.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So just listen. It's 2022. If you don't see what this world is right now, it's going to teach you. It's show you a lesson. You look mighty stupid when everything you want is taken from you.
Right in front of your face.
Yep.
Right in front of your face. Like I said, they're going to feel real dumb. They're going to feel real dumb when you wake up one day and they ushering you into a motherfucking concentration camp.
Yep.
And then you want to act like this is outrageous. Shut the fuck up. You had all your opportunities.
Hey,
you had all your opportunities.
This is how they play on you. First of all, nobody in this country stopping anybody from having a gun. That ain't never going to happen. So when they put all that shit, 1-800, tell him no, that's what they're doing. They just say that because ain't nobody in this country going to stop nobody from having guns. The NRA is bigger than the fucking world.
And it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be. Every Negro, every shoe booty Negro that got the nerve to get on TV and talk about gun control should have his face slapped off.
Yep.
You a complete traitor.
You're a complete traitor. They just scared you with 4 things: the whip, the rope, the dog, the gun.
And that's real. That's real. Every Negro on TV know the history. They know what done happened. They know what everybody did. You ain't got to go over all that. But you trying to tell me I'm supposed to trust these people and give them my gun?
Yep.
You crazy? Is you crazy? Now what's going to end up happening is real black men out there taking care of their families, they're going to end up marching with these white boys. Now, when they start marching with these white boys over gun control, then the government's got a problem. Then you got a real problem.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? When Crip Mac is walking with a skinhead over gun control, then it's a wrap. Then it's a wrap. So keep playing with gun control if you want to. Now, if you live in a blue state, you should slap yourself in the face immediately. Yep. These motherfuckers is crazy.
Tell you something, man. The government secretly wants a race. That's the end of it. Come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna blow your mind. So the white boy that gave the fucking gun to Kyle Rittenhouse, that's a felony. He got a misdemeanor charge. All you gotta do is pay a fine. Now, if that had been anybody else, bro, like I know, they'd be an even deal.
Of course.
Let you get a assault rifle to a 17-year-old to kill 3 people. Watch how fast you get charged with everything under the sun. And drove across state lines.
Immediately.
Oh, you man. If we don't shape up, bro, we'll be shipped out.
I mean, it's getting deep. It's definitely getting deep. It's definitely getting deep. I was telling my wife the other day, when these Negroes get on TV and these sports analysts and they start picking and choosing who they're going to talk about, when you're going to shit on Kyrie, you're going to shit on Cam, you're going to shit on all these brothers, but then all of a sudden you don't say nothing about Aaron, you don't say nothing about Carson Wentz.
Yep.
See, ain't nobody mentioned that That dude been unjabbed all season. Ain't never had a problem. Ain't nobody said a word. Ain't nobody said boo to this dude. He done had COVID. He done been all through the league. Ain't nobody said nothing to him.
Nope.
Starting every game. Ain't put a mask on. Ain't did nothing. But you got all these protocols. Come on, man. There's a problem. There's a problem. Tank. But you want to shit on Antonio Brown. Come on, man. Come on, man.
They pick and choose anyone talks. So first of all, this is where Antonio Brown, like anybody play professional sports, you know they're fucking deep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but nobody had nothing to say when Tom Brady was slamming iPods on the bench.
Yep.
But when he was cracking iPods on the sideline, they want you not to pay attention to that.
At all. You know how it should be, bro.
Shit is strictly funny business.
That's all it is, brother. Strictly funny business. Well, shit, bro, I get back to work, man. You know, I always love you, man. Pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir, man. Love you too. Keep safe.
I will, brother.
All right. Now that was entertaining. That was good. That was real good. But yeah, back to the business. And back to all y'all in the business, man. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes open. And pay attention to what's going on around you. Stay focused. Don't get caught in any trick bags. Don't let nobody trick you into reacting in 2022. In 2022, we got to kill reaction. We got to kill reaction. Don't react to nothing, man. Anything you see, don't react to it. They're going to try to put all these things in front of your face. They're going to put all these things to try to invoke reaction out of you. Stop reacting. We got to respond in 2022. Everybody in this business, every black man out here, respond, not react. Something happens in your home, something happens with your wife, something happens in the streets. You have to respond and not react. The reaction is what's getting everybody fucked up. Let's just keep it real, man. All this clubhouse gangsterism, this internet, Instagram, all this bullshit everybody reacting to. Stop reacting, man. You can say whatever you want online. You can say whatever you want on the phone. Save all that until you meet face to face, in person. Get off Clubhouse. Stop telling on yourself. Stop telling on your brothers. Handle that shit face to face. We got to start handling everything like it's 1989 and you and the mafia and the FBI is watching your lips. That's how you're going to have to handle everything from here on out, man. Stop reacting. They're watching everything. They're listening to everything. They're paying attention to everything you say, everybody you talk to, everything you do. They're watching your every move, and they're setting you up for a trick bag. So don't get pulled into it. Peace or violence, make a decision. If it's over the internet, if it's on YouTube, if it's over the phone, every time I choose peace. Every time I'm going to make peace my decision. In person, I choose violence. But on the phone and all this internet and Clubhouse, this shit's got to stop, man. Y'all got to stop being online, telling on yourselves, talking about crimes you done committed and shit you done. They're listening to everything you say. So, brothers, please don't get dragged into that. Don't get set up by these people trying to set you up and trick you out of your life, out of your business, out of your livelihood, and trick you away from your family by getting you set up in this shit. So don't put your hands on nobody. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. And that's how we got to go in 2022. Well, I'm hungry. I'm faded. And it's time for me to go home. So I'm going to close like I do every show. With all due honor and praise to the Most High, I worship thee through the divine image of my wives. Amen and good night.